Oh, hello, Kaz. How are you doing? Um, Hi, Brick. Wasn't meant to be there. Oh, I see. That's fine. And I'm glad you're doing good, Kaz. What about you? I'm doing good, yeah. It's been a nice time, I guess. What happened last time? Did you watch the stream last time, Kaz? Or, like, catch up on the VOD or something? I was here. Okay. It's just that, like, I feel like for the later half of the stream, you weren't really talking in chat, which is fine, of course. I was just like wondering if you were like still there for it. Just in spectator mode. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah. I remembered very clearly what happened last time. It was just like Itsumi tried to murder Hattori and we stopped her. Oh, and more importantly, we did the basketball game and we won. That that also happened. Alright, let's get this started. She doesn't need to be oblivious, you could tell her. You know? Just saying. I disagree. Even if you understand her feelings, that doesn't change the fact that what she did was wrong, that she should be stopped. Yeah, protecting Hattori and making precautions, that means like restraining Itsumi somehow. By restraining her, you would accomplish both of those. What a lame game. Alright, nice shot, Uni. Played right into her hands. Are you sure about that? Are you sure it's not a bad choice? Oh, that's why he's always been hanging out with her. Maybe. I don't know. That's what happened in the Kokoro route, though. Uni was like continually around Satori. Not like Yuni's gonna be alive to stop Utsumi if she attacks. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you could kind of be endangering Yuni's life in that case, because Hattori might be willing to kill him in order to kill Hattori. I feel like Satoru should be the one to, check on those two, and Yuni should be staying as far away as possible. But whatever, it's not like I have a choice. Yuni is useless anyway, so we might get time to react from her stabbing him. Yeah, that's right. Yuni can die for that, I guess. Nah, you know what? If we have to react to her stabbing anyone, it would probably be better for her to stab Hattori. Or better yet, we could just tie her up, and we won't have to worry about this at all. Was it really so hard to get some socks? Was it the kid? What was his name again? Junichi? Oh yeah, we're only showing those two pictures, not any of the others. How could I be after someone who's dead? What do you mean? I don't think she has any of these, actually. Yomogi is dead, so I guess she might have another child. It was process of elimination. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that you had another one.
俺は1年前のよもぎさんに会ったんだ、赤倉岳で。だから純一君のことも彼から直接聞いたんだ。
わけのわからない。あなた、
それはこっちのセリフ。今のあなたはとて頼むから元の内海さんに戻って。
私は何も知らないくせに、あなたに何がわかる。純一は、あなたはその上っ面の事実。一人のとある少年が殺され、純一がどんな子供だったのか知らないでしょ。
I do know about Hattori, though. I'm surprised he wasn't 11. Ash Ketchum, yeah, he really does look like that. Even with the hat, goddamn, like a red and white. The hell? He was an anime protagonist? Junichi means 11 in Japanese. Of course it does. Not sure what Junichi... Oh no. Juichi means 11. Not sure what Junichi means, but it sounds similar. Okay. I thought you misspelled it at first. Juichi. I see. Well, it makes sense for them to just put a letter in the middle to make it, like, sound more fluent, I guess. I doubt that's a coincidence, though. Whoa. My computer froze for a sec. That's not good. I remember there was one time we switched with Kokoro in Kokoro's route, and Kokoro was like talking to Utsumi, and she was like, "No, you're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna have my plan go well." Now I think I know the plan was killing Hattori. So is this the transfer where that scene happens? I'm not sure. They weren't exactly having a conversation in that moment, but I feel like it might be. Doesn't that mean Satoru knew about Itsumi's plan before he fell from the clock tower and got amnesia? Amnesia? I'm not sure. If he did. Oh wait, that might be it. In the first, like, scene Kokoro had after the plane crash, Kokoro was talking to Itsumi and Itsumi was so taken aback by how she was acting, even though she's normally calm and she should have been able to see through, like, the fact that Satoru was going through some kind of, like, problems with his mental state because she's a psychiatrist. She immediately jumped to the conclusion that Satoru was tricking her sometime, somehow, sometime. Jeez, could that be because Satoru figured out the truth already, but then after he had amnesia, she thought that he was only pretending? I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Wait, she talked to him like she expected him to know what her plan was. Makes you wonder what all, what he knew before he fell. Yeah, I don't know. It would make sense for him to be able to figure that stuff out though, right? He figured it out even after losing his memories because he drawn the parallel between Utsumi and Inabushi and Junichi, right? I'm sure he would have known all that information beforehand, so he should have been able to figure it out even if Utsumi didn't tell him herself. Though I could be wrong. Anyway, they were saying 33 minutes. What if it goes like this? I remember at one point I came up with a theory that we only switched bodies whenever Kokoro and Satoru were doing a similar action to each other. However, I don't think that that theory is correct because there were a couple times where they were doing drastically different actions and they still switched regardless. However, what if it goes like this? They switch whenever... So like, whenever Satoru is in the shelter cabin and Kokoro is in Sophia, they switch after 33 minutes. When their positions are reversed and when they're in like their normal bodies, that's when they have the rule that they can switch technically whenever they want. However, the switches only occur if they make a similar action. That would explain why they weren't able to switch back at the end of the game. It's not that like there was some external force preventing them from switching, they were just not doing the same actions as each other. That time we dropped the cup and Kokoro broke the newspaper, they were in their normal bodies. The time they fell from a high place, in Kokoro's case it was a plane. For Satoru it was a clock tower. They're obviously in their own bodies still. Oh no, but that still doesn't explain away the thing with Itsumi opening the door and Yomogi sucking on Kokoro's pinky. Even if Utsumi was going into the room with the intention of sucking Satoru's pinky, it still doesn't really make sense that they wouldn't switch while it was actually happening.
ユニ
So I guess that's still a bust day.
どうしたの？
聞きたいことがある。お前は2000ボケんなよ。お前は1年後の未来から逆にこの世界にいるはずだった。そうなんだろう。お前は何もかも知らないよ、そんなこと。
A ghost was sucking on his pinky, and Itsumi was coming in to compete with it. If a ghost was doing it, then you can just you can just kind of like explain everything away. Maybe it was the ghost of Junichi, Gippo.
嘘つく
Or
なよ。
better yet, the ghost of Kokoro, because she was already dead at the time.
教えてくれ。どうしてお前は1年前の赤く何のために何を企んでるんだお前は。
Well, crap.
待てユニ、どこ行くんだ。
There's no way he would react this way if what we were saying wasn't true.
ユニ
Yomogi's ghost. The parallels would be too masterful. Oh my god. Yeah, if it was Yomogi's, yeah, exactly. Then the exact same thing would be happening at that point. Huh. Okay, maybe I was wrong then. Maybe that thing I came up with really might be the case. Alright, well, that definitely felt like 33 minutes. Not necessarily. You could write a note to Gakora.
どうしたの？
いや
Why does the color seem a bit different? Is it because, like, we're approaching the evening?
どうしてこんなことになっちまったのかな。
How did we not see this before? That is anticlimactic. Where did it come from? Oh, the crates were in the way. Okay. I misread it. I thought it was just there. I just got deja vu for a second. I don't know. There are a lot of, like, visual novels that might have opening a door with a card reader, perhaps. Oh wait, this scene is happening already? Oh damn, was it supposed to happen later? This is gonna be good. Oh no. Are we gonna get our pinky sucked? There's gonna be like Uni standing here with like his hands together, like the way evil villains put their hands together with the black cat sitting on his lap. No, I just didn't remember it happening so soon. Oh, I see. There's a hidden room. That means it's perfectly possible that there could be a fifth person hiding here, or perhaps even more than that. I wonder if there are political implications for that, Kipo. I mean, no, not necessarily. There might be like a gap in the ceiling or something, and someone just decided to refill it. Or like there's a robot refilling it. Coffee, the most important element of the story. Oh, I see. The coffee will be important later. Uh, that's a very important clue.
ようこそ。
So
待っていたよ。
that's just great. There was only a pile of crates, man. It wasn't that difficult to get here.
そろそろ来る頃なんじゃないかと思っていたんで。
Why is the Matrix Man here? I don't know. I see. Yeah, this was definitely the guy who died. Who Uni says that Satoru killed. The thing is, that might not be so because having black hair isn't such an uncommon trait, so I don't know. It is kind of strange that he's wearing a suit though.
お前はだ。まあ、本当に何もかも忘れてしまう。
Didn't believe him?
私は榎本。
Enomoto. Enomoto, I told you that name would be important. Yeah, it was totally me who said that and not Paprick.
これでもまだ思い出せない。その顔からすると、まあいい。私のことなど、今行われていることの重要性に比べたらスピードわからないかい。君それにしても厄介なことに、よもやこれほど面倒な状況にな。こんなことなら君を時計台になど登らせるべきでは。お前、俺を時計台から突き落と、俺を殺そうとしていたのは。なぜ答えない？お前なのか？お前じゃ。答える必要などない。意味のない質問だ。それもまた。
I have some more deja vu from Ever 17.
さまつなことだと。人一人の命がかかってるってのに、それともやっぱり。
Not answering this is just going to make this take longer.
君を殺そうとしていた。当たり前だろ。俺はまだ第一わけもわからず犯人をとっ捕まえて片っ端から事情を
No,
聞きしてやる
knowing you, you probably aren't even going to restrain them at all. You can imagine his glasses glinting when he pushes them vividly, despite it not being shown. Yeah, definitely.
今の君が知ったところで余計に混乱するだけだ。
I don't care.
どういう意味だ。そんなに知りたいのなら後で見せてやる。
I hate this guy.
ちょうど先ほどデータを整理
Even if I get confused, you know, I'd rather just have the answer.
君の欲する場面を望むままに。まあもっとも先ほども言ったように、それにあくまでわかるのは本当に重要なこと。わかるだろ。本当に重要なことは、真実は2つの目な。真理はここで見る。さあ、ここまで言えば今の君に必要な情報は最も重要なこと。何のことを言ってるか。人格交換。やっぱり君はさて、というより君はどこまで覚えている。
I wonder if his arm hurts, keeping it up like that.
まず話をする。俺がわかっそうだ。
Wait, which one? Personality exchange, goals, Natsumi and Hattori. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. First one's most important, and the one that he would know the answers to, most likely. He's always offering you a hand. What a kind guy. Yeah. I wonder if, one day randomly Satori is just going to grab his hand and, like, give him a handshake or something. That would actually be kind of awkward now that I think about it.
ブラボー。いや、見事。よくもまあ限られた情報の中からそこまでに数番をし。アオサギ島と赤倉岳、アオサギ島から赤倉岳への転移はその発生時刻に規則す。しかし赤倉岳からアオサギ島への転移の場合、
Okay, never mind. It really is random. That's great.
この転移は同時並行的に発生するのではなく、つまり要するに時間跳躍と人格交換を。その通り。大枠については
This might not be important, but January 11th. Was 2011 a leap year? Because if so, it wouldn't have been exactly 1 year of a delay between January 11th, 2011 and January 11th, 2012.
それでもいくつかわからないことがある。いや、わからないことの方がそれはそうだろう。当然。まずはなぜ
A basketball game was foreshadowing for the transfers being randomized. Because of the RNG, of course. That's great.
いきなり確信をついてきた。まあいいだろう。装置のおかげさ。装置の処理によってこの現象は起きている。説明は以上。悪いがちっともわかる。装置ってなんだ。そもそもそんな大掛かりな装置があったとして仮にそれで現象は止まったりしなく。中途半端な状態。例えば人格交換の途中で装置が停止してしまった。まあ待てよ。立て続けに質問。まず後者についてだが、このスフィアには発電機が自家発電ってやつ。しかもいざという時には予備電源に切り替わり、予備電源でも数十時間は稼働できる。 99.999999999% 事故は起こる。
That's not zero, my dude. That's not zero.
次に前者についてだが、細かい説明は後にさせてくれないか。順を追って説明しないと
What if one of the bad endings requires having that accident happening and getting this low probability?
疑問は他にもまだある。
Is that really the first thing you want to be asking? Like, yeah, that is a mystery, but like, I don't think that's the biggest thing here.
どういうことなんだ。それを解く前に君は勘違い。君たちは人格交換。人格が本当に転移するか。
Oh my god.
空間自体が転移している。正確に言えば空間が時間を飛び越えて転移。時空間転移。時空間。そう。君の導き出した推理とはつまり
What the hell is this?
2011年の赤倉岳にいる冬川それと2012年の青崎島にいる君結城道さんそれぞれの意識が肉体から乖離し時空を飛び越え互いに入れ替
I like how they were able to get like the two of us posing like in our signature pose positions for this panel.
そして君は2011年の冬川心の肉体に人格こう考えたわけだろ違うそうだだが月と海のことだあ当然だ繰り返すがこの考え方は時空間転移それは一体こういうことだ2011年赤倉岳冬川心2012年
They also got all the other characters posing in their signature poses.
この初期条件は先ほどと同じだ。しかし、君たちに起きている現象は人格のさっき空間そう空間赤倉岳の避難小屋を中心としたそれと青崎島のスフィアを中心その半径110メートルの球体この球体の中に含まれるありとあらゆる物質こんな風これが時空間転移と呼ばれる現象
But no, the consciousness are still in the normal bodies.
こうすることで避難小屋の半径110メートル仮にサークルとでも呼ぼう
This is the most out there twist I've ever seen. I've literally never seen anyone be able to guess the literal areas that were being transferring and not their personalities. Jeez. Dang. I think you said you read a lot of visual novels, so that's really saying something.
すると避難小屋のサークル外に
Yeah, I had no idea.
広がっていることになるちょっと待って俺と心のことはどうなる俺の肉体と心の肉体は
But no,
なぜ
wait,
入れ替わってしまうんだ
that still doesn't make sense, because how come Kokoro is able to see the ocean? Wouldn't that mean that whenever Kokoro's in her own body, the surroundings are still like the mountain? Or am I misunderstanding?
それに月のことはどうなる俺が13日に見た月は君たちは例外なの例外君たちの意識は転移せずにその場に残留見たまえ転移の際君と冬川心の意識だけは肉体君の意識は2012年の青崎島そして君たちの意識を除いた肉体という器をなくした君と冬川心するとこうなる君は冬川心の肉体に冬川心はどうだ頭のいい君なら
That means at the end of her route, Kokoro somehow reached Sophia in 2012, while being in the mountain Akakura circle. Yeah, jeez. But like, how's that possible? I guess it's not impossible, but like, they would have to break away from the routine they set up until now, right?
これが君たちの
Okay, I assume they're gonna explain it anyway, but what would happen if one of us were to just go outside of that 110-meter range? Would they not transfer? They get left behind? What if somebody were to put one foot inside of the 110-meter range and another foot outside of it? If they get transferred, would their entire body get transferred? Would they not get transferred? Or would half of them get transferred? Imagine they just get sliced in half. That'd be kind of funny. It's still possible for me to disagree. I find it way more likely that the mountain shelter was just on the island the whole time, 2011, and Sophia was just built on top of it in 2012. I don't know. I'm gonna have to agree with his explanation, because I don't see why he'd be lying, but if this actually happened to me, like in real life, I don't know if I could believe that so easily. So-called common sense, of course. The game is self-aware, what the hell. Oh no, not this again. I actually have, but I'm gonna say I haven't for all of y'all watching. Oh boy. It's fair to not trust him. He doesn't have a reason to lie, but there's nothing to suggest he's being totally truthful either. Yeah, exactly. And besides, like, there could be a reason he's lying. I have no reason to believe that. Or maybe he's pulling a prank or something. Not impossible. There's an explanation inside of an explanation? What the hell? What do you mean? Uchikoshi went wild on Wikipedia to write tips for the scene. Yeah, I can imagine. Tipception. Oh my god. Eventually there's going to be like 5 million tips inside of one tip. I can't wait to find a sentence that just is entirely made out of tips. Oh my god, there are 2 tips inside of one tip. Alright, I'll see those later. I want to read this first. God does not play dice. Then how come that basketball game was RNG? I can't go back. I can't click on it. No. I need to click from here again. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Tip. No. A word often used when disagreeing with someone or something. Exactly. Did you know that no was my first word? Like, when I was a young child? I know that word very well. You remember how he said he was going to summarize when he could? What he really meant by that was instead of explaining everything thoroughly, he would just put all the explanations inside of tips. So I would still have to get the full explanation, because that's just the kind of person I am. We have... What the hell is this? There's another tip. We're 4 layers deep. Damn, there's no more. Alright, 4 layers. Let's see if they'll go even deeper later on. Turns out he's just passing Satoru notes with all these tips written on them. Yeah, so it doesn't even matter. He's not even summarizing at all. I was kind of worried at the beginning of this, to be honest. Like, this is apparently the scene where we like learn all the mysteries or whatever, but it's still pretty early on in the stream, so I was worried that like after this it was gonna be less exciting and we were gonna have to like end the stream on an anticlimactic note. But you know what? I have a feeling that this is going to go on for another hour, so we don't even need to worry about that. Oh my god, Alice. What's her blood made out of? You just had that ready. God damn, Alice's arms are long. And Bob's legs are even longer.
壊れてしまう。またアリスが粒子 A を受信するタイミングは次はベルソック
Alice has never 7 character tier arms. Dude, that's so true. Goddamn.
アリスは粒子 A と粒子 B との間でベル測定と呼ばれる簡単に言ってしまえば2つの状態間のこの時アリスの得られる情報はつまり A と B とで絡み合ったよ粒子 A の情報負債を得ることはなおこの状態はそれぞれ理論上全て同じ確率で4つのうちのどれかとそして粒子 A の
Okay, you lost me. I don't understand.
粒子 A、B の区別はなくなり EPR それと同時にボブ側の EPR 状態は部分的に収縮しただしボブはベル測定の結果をアリスから知らされるまでは意味のあるその次はベル測定の結果の送信アリスが得たベル測定の結果をボブに送信するこの時の通信手段は一般的には電話などの古典最後に量子情報の変換
Not an Uchikoshi visual novel without the science info dump. That's not true. 999 didn't have much of that. Much. Not too much, I don't think. They were given, like, you know, they were spread throughout the game, so it didn't overwhelm the player.
すなわち波動関数の情報を損なわない操作その結果ボブ側にアリスが送りたかった情報負債庫をしてようやく意味のある
You learned how to break them down into digestible segments in 999. Well, thank God, jeez. Even in 999, I remember they had to, like, explain away the multiple worlds thing. They actually spend very little time explaining it, especially compared to this. Although this isn't the exact same thing they're explaining, but still.
理論上は何段階でもアリスの隣にアリス2、アリス3簡単に説明すると量子テレポーテーション
Simplest explanation. The hell are you talking about? In the message history, don't they normally have indentation before a piece of dialogue that someone says? I don't know, I could be misremembering, whatever. Using your results well measured, Bob was informative, unitary. An operation does no harm. Successfully reproduced. Vital information has reached its destination.
光子や原子といった微粒子のみの転送しかできだが私の属している企業によって開発された技術がそれを可能にした
This has 6 pages. Oh no. Oh, Lemu. I wonder what that is. Oh, Bleak is responsible for all the evil in the entire series. Damn, seriously. I guess that kind of makes sense. Pharmaceutical company? Didn't Hunguru from 999 come from a pharmaceutical company or something?
微粒子に分解された原子の状態、人間や物体のちなみに転送後はオリジナルの量子情報は失う。無生物の場合はコピーを作るだけということになるが、オリジナルの人間は送信元のサークル内でしょう。ただし君たちの場合は例外で、意識が送信元に残留してその肉体は一見魂、これが先ほど言った肉体という器を。話は戻るが、この量子テレポーテーションの仕組みを両地点に赤倉岳と青鷺島2つの量子情報をご理解していただけたかな。まずい。やれやれ。すっかなるほど。
Coffee?
時空間転移の正体が量子テレポーテーションということだけれど、その量子テレポーテーションが特に空間はともかくとしてなぜ当然の疑問だな。
You already have this explanation prepared, eh?
ではそれを説明しよう。
I found it kind of strange in 999 that like random people were just talking about like scientific explanations that were actually very important to understanding the mystery of the game. And like they weren't even like ordered to tell the main character about it. They just like thought it was a good idea to tell them about it even though the ship was sinking in 9 hours. But like, nah, now I see why it was a good idea. It's better than just having one person explain it all at once.
まず時空間転移を発生させるための
I wish that Uni just randomly turned to me and was like, yo, do you want to learn about quantum physics?
これは先ほども述べた時空間転移装置。装置は EPR ペアの粒子を生み出す発生源で、いわば時空間転移。技術的な説明はいい。俺が聞きたいのは分かっている。まあそう焦るな。装置にはさらにもう一つの機能が。それは時間を歪める機能。時間を、そうだ、限られたある一定空間の。よくわからないな。時間を歪める行為と時空間を超越。まあ理論的なところは省略するが、こういうことだ。これは時間と空間を二次元的に表している。 Y 軸を時間、 X 軸を空間移動し、それでこの赤い印は2011年の赤倉岳。両者は同じ時間軸上に存在するが、両者を Y 軸上においてプラス方向に。2地点の時間は2011。これが我々が体験。もちろんわかる。問題ない。赤倉岳と青鷺島がこのように同じ。そうだ。実際のところは冬川心のいる赤倉岳は空間ばかりか時間までも座標軸。このままでは転移が両地点に双子の粒子を飛ばすこともできないし、そうつまり両子。そのとではどうするんだ。どうやってるんだ。2つの地点の座標を1本の直線で結ぶ。リンクを結ぶ。仮にこの直線を T' と。しかしこれだけではまだわからない。先ほど言っただろう。まさか。
Wouldn't that like cause really bad side effects to happen? Cause like, doesn't that shift like all of the other points in time as well? Or even worse, along some of the angles that might actually compress points in time.
これで理論上は、いや事実上、先ほどの諸問題は量子情報を変換し合うための状態。こうして2011年の赤合計。まだ納得できないようだな。仕方ない。ではなんだって時空間転移とは言っても、君たちに起きているような大掛かりな時空間転移装置のプロトタイプ、それを使って実践すれば これが時空間転移装置のプロトタイプ。ざっと説明しておこう。この中央の箱が EPR ペアの発生源。
Let me guess.
絡み合い状態の粒子
Bob is supposed to represent Satoru and Alice Kokoro.
そしてその両側にある箱がアリスとボブ。脳書きはいい。見れば大体わかる。それは結構。ではアリスとボブの中にこの入れたばかりのコーヒーを入れる。
Coffee.
ちなみにアリスは2011年の赤倉岳で、白いコーヒーソーサーは白いカップは冬川心を示している。逆にボブは2012年の青黒いカップは君、有機動。
What did I say?
なるほど。やはりコーヒーは濃いめのブラック。それも
I mean, that's your opinion.
それに引き換え
Wait, weren't they just saying Satoru is more delicious than Kokoro?
ミルクの入ったコーヒーは最悪だ。不純物のせいで。そうは思わないかね。話がそれてるようだな。そんなことはない。これも。で、君はどう思う？ミルク入りだ。当然だろ。ミルクを入れないコーヒーなんて。ソースのかかってな
Okay,
いステーキ。
Satoru, just because you think that way, that doesn't mean you need to immediately shoot down other people's
それ
opinions.
にブラックは胃にも優しくないんだ。長生きしないぜあんた。
Minamoto X Satoru. That would be awesome.
大きなお世話だ。君とは本当に意見が。
But also with milk is totally better.
どうだい？君も
Don't at me.
それをあんたが飲んだ。
Satoru saying this actually depends on a choice you made earlier on whether you prefer coffee black or with milk. Oh my god. There was actually a choice about that? So that means it was possible for our opinions to like agree with each other. It's interesting.
そう、心配するな。毒なんて入って、それに私は変な病気は持っていない。妙な。
I don't know. There was like a riddle about that, wasn't there? That like the poison is in the ice and the ice melts. Though I don't see why there would be ice in coffee. Never mind.
まあ、無理にとはこれを飲むことが重要なのか。もちろん。
Let's not talk about food. Oh, come on. See, at least with these two, if they don't agree on something, like, our opinions don't match up. Enomoto said with a bitter smile. Like, that's just the end of it. Both you and I, like, you know, what I'm saying is we don't have to argue about it if we don't want to. Alright, no, I'm not gonna drink it, screw you.
そうか。まあいいだろう。では、続け。
I don't think it's actually a problem, I trust this guy, but I don't really gain much by drinking it, right?
で、何もする必要はない。ただ、
Unless that was part of his plan. He's like, oh, there's actually a separate timeline in which you did drink it.
何も起きないようだな。まあ、見ていたまえ。
There's no second opinions about certain foods. I don't know, not necessarily. For example, fish sticks and ketchup are a no-go. Yeah, that's your opinion.
転移
Yeah,
した
of course.
では、今アリスにそう、未来。今から1分後のボブ。そして、さらに。今、その通り。さすがもこれは、転移。よ。では、
There was quite a bit of delay between them, though.
飲み比べてみよう。はあ、なぜ？ミル きっと言ってることは逆じゃない。だが事実そう感じるのだから仕方がない。どういうことだ。
Wait, is he talking about the fact that he likes milk coffee, or...
コーヒーとカップ
Okay, no, he's not.
は入れ替わったのにまるで何かを暗示している。意識。そう。君たち二人の周りの物質と似た
Wait, are you eating fish sticks with ketchup, or why are you answering so weird? I wasn't answering weird, I was just saying that's your opinion. That's... me saying that was a fact, you know? It can't be denied.
残念なことに君には飲んでもらえなかったので、今井とりあえず実証は終了。待てよ。味なんてそんな曖昧なもので説明されたって味覚が当てにならない。そうだ。その時の気分でコロコロ変わったっておかしくない。まあその本先ほども言っただろう。真理は頭で考えても見えて素直に受け入れたのに。だがしかしではあえて補足し、君がこれまで幾度となくその身で体験してきた現象は何を言った。これで真実をなぜだ。なぜこんな。答えろよ。
Oh, I also realized something. The fact that they're able to send objects back to the past proves that it's possible to send the newspaper back to the mountain shelter.
どうしてこんなバカなことを。
And same for Uni. It's possible for Uni to have physically time traveled to the future or the past. Or in this case, both.
何がおかしい。おかしいさ。非常におかしい。大変お
Oh,
かしい。
his eyes are peeking through.
おかしくてたまらない。何せ君の口からそんなセリフがなあ。今の君ならそういうのは。では答え、この時空間転移を。それは君がよく知っていること。何。これが答え。これ以外に言いようがない。おい。落ち着け。静まれ。暴れてもどうにもならんぞ。うるさい。黙れ。もう何もかもどうでもいい。何がどうなろうと知ったことか。全部終わりにしてやる。何を言っている。おい、触るな。俺に触る。これが元凶なんだな。これがだったら壊してやる。ぶっ壊してやる。チッ。やめろ。無駄だ。そんなものを破壊したところで時空間転移は止む。うるさい。邪魔を。いや。
His eyes. I mean, like, you didn't really need to wear sunglasses anyway. We're inside, you know. What's the point of protection from the sun? You might as well just have normal glasses. He was just doing that to look cool. Oh no, I hope.
今の君は危険分子だ。このままにさせておけば私の邪魔を
Please
する
don't
敵は自分
do something bad to Enomoto. No, you need to just stand down, Satoru.
非常に不本意だがやむを得まい。覚悟はいいかね。勇気同君を殺してやれ。
That doesn't make sense though. I feel like I would have remembered seeing that guy alive while I was playing as Kokoro, but I didn't. I saw his dead body, but he was never alive. The only explanation is that he knew that Kokoro switched bodies and decided to hide back in his little secret hiding place. His evil lair, his Batman cave, whatever you call it. You wouldn't have to apologize. She would be dead. I don't mind if I lose an arm. Is this one? I remember hearing that message from him playing as Kokoro, but I don't remember when. What day is it even? Right now? Like in the game, I mean. Not possible. That's not possible. No, that's not possible. Either Kokoro or Satoru must have seen him die, but they didn't. He's dead. Satoru didn't kill him. We know Kokoro didn't either, so who did? Even if it was someone other than Kokoro or Satoru, one of them must have seen it happen. How would they not be able to? Murder Girl? Maybe? Are you talking about Utsumi or Hattori? Either of those fit that name. But that doesn't explain it either. The psycho one? Are you talking about Utsumi or Hattori? Too many murdered girls in this game. Exactly. You know the black-haired one that tried to rape us multiple times. You know the one. It's not rape. She asked for consent. And yeah, you're talking about Hattori. I get it. So,
やめろ、危ないだろ。
I was right. Yeah. Not sure though. I don't know, just because she was near the body, that doesn't... Even if she was the killer, how come Satoru is the one carrying the knife? That doesn't make sense. How would Satoru have that knife in the first place? The only way is if he took it from a man? From, Minamoto? But I don't think Kokoro did that. Could I just be misremembering? I'm pretty sure Kokoro only saw his dead body. She didn't see what happened before that. Wait, what? They said something was wet, and I had to make sure which part of her it was. How was I supposed to assume that from what you were saying? She saw his dead body and Hattori holding the knife. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she did, you're right. I think. To stab or to be stabbed? It's a very interesting question, isn't it? It obviously depends on who the person I would stab is, or who the person is going to stab me is. But overall, I would rather be stabbed. Under certain conditions, of course. If the stab wound is enough to kill me, then I probably wouldn't be willing to go through with it. But if I only feel the physical pain of being stabbed and a small wound, then it's not that big of a deal. It would be better than shouldering the guilt of stabbing someone else.
ちは人格交換。本当に転移していく空間自体が正確に言えば時空間的。待て、ちょっと待ってくれ。頭。そうか、ここは青さん。あの小高い丘を乗り越えると月もまだ串町月よりも少しだけ。榎本の話が正しいならば、俺の意識は移動してるのは空間の方で、ということはこの避難小屋を中心とした半径だから雪のこのサラサラとした粉雪が。でもそれは俺はこう聞いたんだ。なんで転移もしていないのに未来もわからないから聞いてる。
実はそれとこれとは関係を。
Wait, if we're inside. We're in 2012 right now, right? The 110-meter radius is obviously that from the mountain, but the actual time we're at is 2012. So is Uni just like, when they say they transfer everything in a 110-meter radius, do they mean that they transfer everything except Uni? No, that can't be right. Otherwise he would probably like accidentally teleport or have a wall like teleported inside of him or something like that. They're probably gonna explain it right now anyway, so I guess there's no point thinking about it. This also explains the radio in Kokoro's route, because Kokoro heard the radio in Sophia say it's 2011, because it was still technically 20. Oh my god, that's right. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, so then that's wrong. He was transferred, just not his consciousness. Wait, I'm not sure if I understand completely. Let me reread that. Crash of Flight 18 occurred after 4 p.m. Uni of 2011 thrown out into the snowfield watering alone. Shortly before 5 p.m. he'd wandered into Mount Akakura Circle. Should have been a large wall around it. Mount Akakura was surrounded by a slightly elevated hill. So how did the Uni from 2012 make it to the mountain? I'm guessing he was just there.
で納得してくれた。ああ、でもまだはどうしてお前はそんなにも
Like in Sophia, when the first transfer occurred.
今ここにいる僕は1月17日に雪崩に巻き込まれずに済んだ。
それは知ってるよ。その時から1年の時を経てお前はアオサギ島、そして2012年1月お前はアオサギ島に飛ばされてきた避難小屋の中へと。もしこのまま行けば今ここにこれじゃどう無限ループにはまっちゃう。
ヒント。僕はスフィア11日から17日までその7日間に座り、未来にいる僕は過去の僕ってこと。
どういうことだ。
Okay, yeah. This is exactly what happened in Virtue's Last Reward. Well, not exactly. A bit more stuff happened in that one, but it's the same idea, I think. Oh my god. I only said the feather would be important as a joke, but no, it actually was. 15th, okay. 15th. Wait, are they not going to explain it? Damn it. Said he wouldn't answer. Well, Uni's not going to answer, but I will, because I think I sort of understand it, kind of. Just because I played Virtue's Last Reward, I would not be able to figure it out if I hadn't played that. No way the feather came back. Yeah, exactly. So Uni of 2011 was part of the plane crash, then he transferred to Sophia, and all of the stuff that happened in Sophia, you know, it happened. Uni didn't have the memories of what happened in the shelter cabin. He didn't even know that Kokoro had died at that point, and there was no need for him to know because, like, everything proceeded the way that it was supposed to, even without his memories. Then after that, after those 7 days passed, or perhaps even further than that, he eventually transfers back to the mountain, goes through all of the stuff in the mountain, gets rescued, goes back to Sophia, and then instead of going back to the mountain shelter again, his consciousness jumps forward to the point at which the 2011 Uni jumps back. I'm not sure exactly how that happens, but that is probably what happens. Feather also indicates Uni's motivations to save Kokoro because he kept it as a way of remembering. Oh, that's right, that's what he said first time they met. He said, I'll keep this feather to remember you by. Or something like that.
天意。まさかまた誰かに。
I think the exact same thing happened to Kokoro, right? Snow Fairy? The hell? Alright, I very much doubt this is important, but uh, I do I do remember at one point earlier in Satoru's route, that time he was upset that he couldn't find his dick, and all of the members of all the people in the mountain shelter turned to him. He needed to get away as fast as possible, so he made the excuse, oh look over there's a snow fairy outside the window. For some reason they all fell for it and turned their head, and then he ran off. I guess I don't think it's a coincidence that he's talking about snow fairies now as well. He probably has some kind of tragic backstory related to snow fairies. Okay, you know what? I don't think Kokoro went through the exact same thing as this, actually. When she was in his body, he was feeling sick, though.
ありがとう。
強がってるの。こんな時にまで英雄気取りなのね。あの物質が体内から消え去るまでには、あなたがキッチンに倒れてたの今は
2時だ。2時5分。
じゃあまだ6時間しか経って
そうだな。
おとなしく寝てたらどうなの。
子守歌歌ってくれるか。
バカみたい。それもどうせ冗談が言えるぐらいに回復したっていう意味で。
いや、本気。
無理しないで。
無理なんかしてないさ。
そんなに顔が歪んでるのね。
元からじゃないか。
じゃあ握ってみて。握ってって言ってるの。それは触れてるだけでしょ。もっと強く。
これは和解の握手。
ごまかさないで。握れないなら握れないって。あなたが何を考えてるのか、私にはさっぱりわかんない。
なあ、心に。
知らないわよ。自分で飲んだんじゃないの。
心が。
キッチンの床に空き瓶が転がって、誰かが無理やり飲ませたんだとしたら回収。
で、その空き瓶に詳しい話はまだ。
そうね。空き瓶は2本あったわ。1本は DMT の件で。もう一個聞いたことある？ DMT。
いや、
DMT、 ジメチルトリプタミン。ハルミンとハルマリンの方は魔を阻害剤のことだから。
魔を阻害剤。
そう。通常
I don't think Kokoro did. I don't remember Kokoro drinking anything strange. If anything, she was specifically trying not to drink anything. There was that one time where they like had food, right? I think for lunch or breakfast or something. But I have a feeling that didn't happen before or after the murder of that dude. You know, just an assumption. I don't think that she would eat under those conditions. There is one way to explain it, but if that's the case, it's kind of complicated. Is it possible that someone else is controlling Satoru's body without him knowing about it? That would also explain how the Matrix dude was killed. I already forgot his name, goddammit. Started with an E. Inocho?
その結果幻覚誘発物質は何もかもだよ。仮に心が自分でそれらの役、彼女はそのうちの一つが知っていたとしても、それからこんなことを
そうとも限らないけど、私さっきは自分で飲んだんじゃ。もしかしたら今キッチンにいる2人
どちらか要するに
Which other way could Satoru's body be controlled? I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of is that he's switching consciousness with someone else. But as they explained, it's not actually a consciousness switch, or not just that. We're also like switching the space, right? So I don't know who else it could be.
じゃあやっぱりまだ
これでも止めるつもり？彼女はあなたを殺そうとして。
万が一薬を飲まそうとしたのがほとりだったと殺すつもりだったなら DM それに2日前に魔王阻害罪は48時間以内。俺はこのスフィアでそのことはほとりも
そうかしら。彼女は DID なのよ。人格が入れ替わっていた時のことは知りようがないわ。
人格が
あなたと同じよ。
Interesting, but he also doesn't see or experience anything from the body of the other person, like Kokoro's. Yeah, but that could also be explained away if the body was unconscious. I don't exactly know what happens if you switch bodies with an unconscious person, but if they don't wake up while you're in their body, but they wake up when they go inside of yours, goddammit, that's complicated, then it might work out. I don't know. I don't actually think that's the case. I'm just like entertaining possibilities. I'm not sure what else it could be though.
もしも冬川さんがあなたの代わりにチラミを
死んでた。
そういうことになるわね。
True, if the other person knows the transfer timings, they could take a sleeping drug to prevent Satoru from finding out. Yeah. I don't know though.
だけど俺はこうして生きてるじゃないか。
重要なのは可能性があったの。密室の恋って知ってる？
実害の発生を積極的に希望ないしは自分の行為により結果
明確な殺意がなかったとしても死んでも構わない。
そんな
率直に言わせてもらうけど、あなた何も食べなかったのはただの偶然なんじゃない？チコのこと。寒くなってきたわね。踊りましょう。
Enomoto, that was his name. I could have just checked my notepad, but the music was so good that I didn't want to stop it. There was no way I could have checked without stopping it. So... Here's something else that I also kind of thought earlier. Could it be possible that Enomoto committed suicide? Like, stabbed himself to death? I kind of thought that when I first saw his body in Satoru's route. I mean, I didn't think that in Kokoro's, but they went out of their way to say that there were a lot of stab wounds. So I'm not sure if it's even possible to kill yourself while being able to stab yourself that many times. Like, I feel like you would just go unconscious before you were able to do so much damage, but I could be wrong. Oh god, that's creepy. Wouldn't one of them see it then? Unless they were knocked out or something. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, even if it was a suicide, it should have been seen. Yeah, you're right, I don't think that's it. But the same thing applies for if it were a normal murder. If Hattori was the killer, for example. I kind of feel like replaying that part as Kokoro, so I could see what happens. Because my memory is a bit fuzzy about it. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna replay it. Just real quick. Only that part. I'm not even going to change any of the choices I made. I'm just gonna see. Never mind, all the things are crossed out. What day was it again? 14th, right? I don't know if it's worth going through all that. God damn it. This game sucks. Jeez. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna look over my previous streams. It'll probably take a minute. Hopefully. I don't know. If you're playing the Gestalt version of the game, or Gestalt, I don't know, the game unlocks a mode where you follow a body instead of a personality after you're done. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I have that version though. How would I be able to tell if I do have it? The executable would have R11 Gestalt. Okay, then it's not this one. It's a patch you just have to install over the existing game though. Has improved translation and everything. Oh, nice. Wonder if I'll be able to find that. Oh, speaking of finding things, I found the video. I just need to go over it. So Kokoro. Oh, right. Kokoro puts the food under her pillow, thinking that that's going to keep it safe. She has no idea. And then switches bodies. Somewhere behind me, someone's drawing near. Who? Itsumi, Tori, Inabushi. I turned around right away. Just then, with the ferocious strike to my face, I was sent flying. This is the first time I've been hit this hard. I lost control of my body due to the pain and impact of the fall. Someone was bent over me. I couldn't see the face of that someone in the dark. Is that? Is this even the right thing? I'm not sure. I feel like it should be. This is the basement storeroom of Sophia. Someone was after Satoru. The murderous monster may be hiding somewhere targeting me at this very moment. A hellish scene appeared before me. I was speechless. Okay, she sees the corpse. That's all that's happening. Then she sees Hattori holding the knife. Itsumi comes in and everything just goes to hell. But what happens before that? Before that, I was getting chased by the killer. And it was that part where like you need to like go around the outside of the building and figure out how to get to your room. Oh, here. She hears a scream. She thinks it was Uni, and it was from the underground storeroom. There was no reply. I'm scared. Someone may burst out of it at any moment. I'm scared. But I bit my lip, step forward into the dark kitchen. Step by step I advance, peering through the stairway of the underground storeroom. I called out to him. I'm having a conversation with Kaz right now instead of playing the game. Uni, if you're there, answer me. No reply came. A silence so total it was painful ensued. The stairway leading into the basement yawned open, like the jaws of a monster. It was pitch black downstairs. I stepped into that darkness, slowly climbed down the stairs. I'm scared, really scared. Because of the overflowing terror, my legs wouldn't stop shivering. Cold sweat steamed down to my forehead. My throat was dry. I raised my voice in the darkness as I descended into the underground storeroom. Please, if you're there, answer me, please. No voice was hoarse. My voice was hoarse. God damn it. Swallowing my saliva, I continued. Uni, are you alright? Silence was the only reply. Maybe the scream was a figment of my imagination. I should go back to the room. As I nodded to myself, I put the hand on the handrail. And at that instant, sudden noise made me jump in fright. What was that? I focused my eyes and squinted as best as I could to see in the darkness. Oh, just a rat. I saw something else more dreadful. In the dark, shining softly, was a knife. Someone was holding the knife. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I think I figured it out through that. Kind of. So what happened was, Kokoro was inside of Satoru's body, and she was chased by the killer through the basement or underground storeroom or whatever. She ended up going all the way outside, walking around the building, and going to her room, locking it so that she wouldn't get found. In that time, Uni and Hitori managed to make it to the basement. From there, somebody murdered Enomoto. I don't know who it was. Then Kokoro, inside of Satoru's body, went downstairs and saw Hitori holding the knife, but wasn't able to see the body of Enomoto. And then Satoru switched back into that body. And then the whole scene played out. All that really happened was Satoru saw Hitori holding the knife, and that was it. That was a really quick switch. He was only inside of that body for a very small amount of time. Kokoro switched back and saw the body. So, putting aside the fact that Kokoro wasn't able to see the body, you know, I'm guessing there were just some crates in the way or something. She was looking at a bad angle. It was perfectly possible for many people to have killed Enomoto while we were running around the outside of the building. Theoretically, it could have really been anyone. It could have even been a suicide, I think. Maybe. But I doubt it, because it seems much more likely that someone would have killed him. Hitori is the most obvious because she had the knife. But it could have been anyone. You know what, I take that back. No, Hitori's the only one who would have had a motive for murder. It's not particularly a motive, but she had a reason to kill, particularly just because she finds killing enjoyable. Even Utsumi, who's clearly a cold-blooded killer, I don't think she has a reason to kill Enomoto. She had a much stronger reason to kill Satoru, but she hasn't yet. The only mystery that leaves is how exactly Kokoro, or rather Satoru, was able to get the knife. I can only assume Kokoro inside of his body grabbed it, and I just missed that or something. And that still doesn't explain how his body was poisoned, even despite all of that. So, even that explanation doesn't really do much. Perhaps that's the reason he ate the food that was hidden under her pillow. Because of his hunger. Luckily, this time it wasn't there. Oh yeah, this. There's the possibility that Satoru/Kokoro actually have the ID of some sort, and that's why they both don't remember certain things that happen aside from body swapping. I mean, space swapping, I guess. Yeah, that's right. If somebody who has the ID ends up in the body swapping phenomenon, or space transferring, whatever, then yeah, of course it's possible for a third personality to be doing stuff like that, but I don't really think that could happen. Not because like it's physically impossible, just because of what they were saying about like how DID is something that like usually occurs in young children. You know? I don't feel like there was enough reason for either of them to develop DID. But I don't know. We could burn the ladder. Perhaps even part of the bed. Don't worry, my boy Satoru. I got you. I being Kokoro. Burn the tuberculosis bear. That's right, yeah, that's another great point. We could also burn the blankets, but I feel like that would be, the if we burn them in order to heat ourselves, that would probably have the opposite effect. We can burn the doorknob. Probably. Okay, well there's a simple solution to save all of our lives. Why don't we just go out of the 110-meter radius that's keeping us trapped here? I think that it's much easier to escape from an island than it is to escape from a huge mountain. Burned by Izumi. Food plus heat all at once. Well, there's ways to produce heat with her and eat her at the same time. Kipo.
君たちは人格交換。人格が転移をしているんじゃ。本当に転移しているの空間自体が転移している。正確に言えば時空間。そうか。気温が上がったのも。
Oh my god. You remember that one time Yomogi said there was a helicopter or something? And then he said, like, the weather's never changed this easily, like, this quickly or whatever. That was actually because they transferred. That was the reason. It wasn't actually that, like, it started snowing out of nowhere. Or, that was technically what happened, but it wasn't just for no reason. Okay, yeah, damn. That's it. We've done it. And if you're worried about being stuck in a girl's body for the rest of your life, you can just write a note to Kokoro, and she can just get out herself. Like, there are many solutions here. This is perfectly fine. This is all good. Alright, well, that's great. It's wonderful. Wouldn't it be funny if Uni actually hears him now? Oh no.
どうしたの？何があったのユニくん？サトルが僕に襲い
待ってくれユニ。何があったのか知らないが、それは俺のしたことじゃないんだ。おそらく
そんなこと。心だって。お前はもう僕のことはほっといて。追いかけてこないで。
ユニ。
なるほどね。なんとなく事情。出てって。
でも
言い訳なんてしない。何も聞きたくない。この子がどうして怯えてるのか。
分かったよ。
Damn, Uni just gets more annoying every time he opens his mouth. Don't say that. Uni was just scared. You know who gets more annoying every time they open their mouth? Tori. Oh yeah, didn't I win the basketball game in this timeline? Have I still not asked Hattori the question I wanted her to ask? Did the title really just say insertion? Yeah. Why? Do you think that could have some kind of strange meaning to it? If we had to vote most annoying, I assume you'd definitely take the win. Yeah, you know what? I agree. No, I'm not even gonna try to object to that. It's just process of elimination. We're talking with Hattori. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Just insertion. Maybe it means like inserting your consciousness into someone else or something. This might actually be the scene. Oh my god, no, no. It's fine. Time to see if the flag was unblocked or not. I won the basketball game, my dude. No. At that point, you can't hide it. There's nothing to hide. It's all gonna be fine. Stop searching for excuses. No, it's not an excuse, it's just facts. She probably just came in to say hello.
なんだよ、ユニはどうしたんだ。
Wait. An awkward moment when you're trying to have a serious conversation, but you've been poisoned. I think it's the other way around, actually. This is it? Oh no. Which one should I pick? That's wrong though. I mean, didn't the same thing happen to Hattori? It was the different personalities who murdered those people in the hospital, and she wasn't charged for it. Is she blackmailing us? If we want her to keep quiet, we have to do something? I don't know. That would be kind of bad though. Wait, is she talking about the notepad on my stream, or...? Oh wait, what? Oh crap. I wonder what she thought of that drawing. Oh crap.
サトルって本当に言っちゃあそこに書かれてたこと読んで分かったよ。捉えようによっては一人交換に
Meta Hattori. That's right. She knows far more than she seems.
まそんなことそれよりもサトル誰かに狙って犯人小鳥という人格が無関係だとしても彼女の中に可能性は高いと言えるなんてことが書いてもね。私は全くサトルなんか殺してもなんとでしょ。
You had nothing to gain by killing those people in the hospital either, though.
だけどお前は昨べ刺すのと刺さる。
そんなことあんなのただの冗談。それともサトルは本気で私
いや
I did, but I'm gonna say no to make her feel better.
それって素直でよろしい。それじゃあ犯人のこと私心当た真犯人は誰なのか。
それは
あなた
Do you mean Kokoro? Or
サトル今朝ダイニングの床に倒れてマオ阻害剤と DM あの薬を飲んだのは 私そこで意識を次に気がついた時には目の前にすぐそばには2本の空き瓶が。だから私は
what? But that's not possible.
ちょっと待ってくれ。じゃあお前はそれを
でも周りにはサトルが飲んだとしか考えられない。あ、ごめん。
Someone could have just spilled them,
サトルじゃなくて心って人格のこ
but
と。
that's not possible. I've played as Kokoro. I would have known if I had done something like that.
心が
だから多分他の犯行も全部心って人格。自傷行為だったんじゃない？サトルってこう言っちゃなんだけどサトルの中にはそういう章だから自分で自分の左腕をバッサリと。ああごめんまた間違えちゃった。サトルじゃなくてここ
Not necessarily. Handedness doesn't matter. You can stab whichever hand you want. It would just be more difficult in this case.
もしかしたら心の人格のなく自傷と自殺とにかく自分自身に対する破壊じゃない。
That's wrong. Even with the idea that Kokoro is an evil person, it just doesn't make sense.
ところでよかったらどんな感じだった？ねえどんな感じだった？それとも今も後期？
I was reading the chat, and I thought that since this was supposed to be a serious scene, I shouldn't say anything during it. But then I saw the messages, and I was just trying my hardest not to laugh. Remember, 11 is finally a hentai? Yeah, I said I doubted you. I'm sorry for saying that. You were right. Oh, back to this. I was dreaming.
美味しい。美味しくないの？でも乾きはいい？それとも。
What the hell is in that candy? Okay, I have an idea. What if the candy was actually poison? It wouldn't make sense for if that were the case because Hattori like ate the candy, but what if it's one of those candies that like has a really sweet exterior, but then like the interior is like really disgusting, and that's where the poison is. She had to lick off the sweet parts, then gave it to us. I'm joking, I don't think that actually happened. Someone would really have to go through a lot of effort to make a poison like that. I see in the candy. Yeah, exactly. Okay. The last transfer that happened from Kokoro's perspective from Sophia was when Uni backed away from her. Uni thought that Kokoro was about to attack him, even though he was wrong. After that, Kokoro goes back to Sophia after going through something in the mountain shelter, I don't remember what. While she's in Sophia at the time, she talks to Uni. She asks him, why do you keep hanging around Hattori even though she's a killer? And Uni says, she's not a killer. You were the killer. You were the one who killed that man. After that, she switches back. She goes to the place in which they were looking for the helicopter. While they were looking for the helicopter, the weather suddenly changes. Even though there were clear skies a moment ago, it suddenly begins to snow. And then after that, we stop switching. Kokoro continues along her path, and she never switches back to Sophia. That's the final one. Why would you do that if you would just mix it? If you could just mix it in a drink or something? Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was just a joke. If she wanted to poison him, she would have just used normal poison. It's unnecessary to make it into a candy. You know, that sounds like some kind of like Hitman achievement. Poison the target with the poisoned hard candy. By Hitman, I mean the game, by the way. I don't mean an actual Hitman.
リン、
痛いから話して。お願い。もうダメだわ。私たち助からない。死んで。
Yeah, not with that attitude.
そんなことない。俺たちは死なない。今この暗闇から抜け出してみせる。全員だ。ここにいる全員、絶対に。
あなたに何が。
俺はお前を絶対に。
もうやめ。私たちなのに。サトル。本物のサトル。ねえサトル。サトルって
ん？
あれ。
あれ？あれってなんだ？
もうよく恋人同士がやる。
I wonder what that is.
ぐるぐるよ。
は？
ぐるぐるしてほしい。
Weren't they talking about this
ほ
before?
らよくあるじゃない。
I vaguely remembered this scene from somewhere.
浜辺でぐるぐるあれやってほしい。
やだよ、恥ずかしい。一人でやってる。
一人じゃできないから頼んでんです。
人が見てるよ。俺は
やりなさい。そう。日本国憲法第100条1項。有機堂悟は眉住凛を尊重し擁護する義務を負う。
I find it very unlikely that people would go through the effort to write a law like that.
日本国憲法第100条2項。有機堂悟は眉住凛のあらゆる命令に。
おい、ちょっと待て。
Also, you call that a paragraph? That's just a
なんだ
sentence.
よ、憲法第100条って。
First paragraph. Stupid.
法学部じゃない俺にだってわかるぞ。
日本国憲法第100条3項。有機堂悟は。
だからそんな条文は。
うるさい。さっさとやりなさい。もうね。
たく。ぐるぐるぐるぐるぐるぐる。こんなののどこが楽しいんだよ。
Hang on. Didn't Satoru say that he was taller than Min? She seems like almost the same height here. Maybe it's just because his knees are bent.
でぐるぐるしただろ。日本国憲法第100条1項有機道だから。いや違う、俺は守りたいんだ。
どうして私と悟だけしか知らない。
だから俺が。
嘘
じゃない。俺は
ねえ、
リンのいる世界を見つけるよ。
じゃあ
そうだな、多分。だからリンのいる世界。
悟。
あ、本当に。
悟。
She's not denying it.
私婚約してた彼のもと逃げ出してきた。
婚約？お前。
ええ、私たちが別れた。あの時私、性格別れさせられたの。だって相手は両親が勝手に決めたんですもの。くだらない政略結婚に。
Okay. I know this is supposed to be a touching moment, but that's pretty crap. This feels like this came out of nowhere, like they didn't even explain why they broke up. This feels like a lazy way to explain the fact that Mayuzumi still has feelings for him, and that even though they broke up, they should still start dating again. I disagree with this.
初めは従うつもりだった。でもどうしてもあなた好きでもない相手と結婚するのが嫌にな。私が好きなのは悟はバカだから。
そうだ。
It was ironic. As a result of that plane crash, you were able to see him. Yeah, exactly. But no, it's the opposite. She got to see him no matter what.
Rin.
あなたが悟なわけないわよね。
Never mind. She doesn't believe her. Him. Them. Whatever.
どこかへ行って、私の前から私を惑わさない。お願い。もし私の言うことには従う。日本国憲法第100条2項。さあ、私はもう平気。暴れたりなんかしないから。大丈夫だから。だから。
Her. How did we find her when we were playing as Kokoro? Kokoro was supposed to be in the location of 2011, regardless of whether it was Sophia or the mountain shelter. Yeah, this person. Actually, I don't really know for sure if she is... Is she outside of the 110-meter radius or not? You're gonna take her wallet? Try going through the CG gallery and comparing this version of the CG with the one shown in Kokoro's route. There's a cool detail there. Really? I'll do that later, if that's okay. I wanna go through this first. There really was a helicopter. Unless it was Sophia. But no, that's not possible. Sophia was teleported to the past, so it shouldn't be here. Wouldn't it be funny if we switch back to Sophia and then the helicopter actually lands? Someone comes out of it and it's like, I heard someone calling for help. Is everything alright? Is everything okay? Utsumi and Hattori wave to the helicopter, gesturing to Satoru to get on. What? Utsumi? Oh, okay. Right. From that helicopter. Imagine if they just take Satoru and leave the others there. They're eliminating the competition for Satoru's best friend. Yeah, as if it would be either of them though. Kipo. Please tell me before we switch. Listen, what is it? Okay, crap. That is actually important. I thought that it was gonna cut away or something before he finished his sentence.
だからその時までに。
Oh boy, that was a pretty exciting episode, eh? That was really something, eh? Alright, I'm gonna have to end it here. I'm sorry, I know that that's, you know, a really intense place to end it at, but I've been streaming for a while and I have stuff to do. Alright, you said that there was some detail different about these two. Let me see if I can find out what it is. Oh, what? It isn't here. I assume that because the pictures were different, it would show up in this gallery, but it hasn't. That's a CG set, so you have to click on the next version. Oh, wait. You mean like... Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay, I'm sorry. In the same image, okay. The reason I thought that is because, I don't know, there was no reason for me to think that. I was just being dumb. The finger? What? But... her finger is slightly clenched. Oh, I think I get what's going on. Maybe? Is it because of... No, you know what, I don't understand. First finger, it moves. Yeah, but like... Could that be because of Rick and Mortis? Like, because Kokora finds the corpse later, the hand, like, you know, moves a bit. It clenches itself more. Is that it? Could also indicate she's alive, so she can transfer to Inabushi's body. Oh my god. This is complicated. If she is alive, then... Hattori was saying something about her going through the same thing or something like that, right? But if she was alive, why would she be out in the middle of a blizzard? Even if she was alive, being out this far would probably kill her regardless, right? Alright, well, whatever. We're gonna have to figure that out next time. Alright. That was really fun though. Got a lot done today, I think. So, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll be back probably. Have a nice day or night. Bye. Bye, Apric and Cass. See you.